not everything's always gonna get you the win, you know, with your style, and definitely you have to adjust.
He studies the game. He studies a lot of great fighters.
And over time, I think that's what created me being more elusive and me being more technical and creative with my style of fighting.
It's easy to work with a guy who really listen and don't complain.
Maybe those losses and knowing that there's not just one way to win, I can win multiple ways.
Fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red, white, and blue trunks, he weighed in at 139 pounds. His pro record, perfect. 11 wins, no losses, with 6 big victories by way of knockout. He is the current WBC Youth Champion, hailing from Worcester, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, the technician, Jamaine Ortiz.
I think the main thing about his style of fighting. You know, he studies the game. He studies a lot of great fighters. He imitates them, works on it hard, and then he's able to adjust in a moment's time.
It came about where my fighting style is very technical, technique, and that's what we really focus on, technique and style. And I was looking up for synonyms, I don't know what, but eventually it came about the technician. I'm like, that's it. I searched up the definition of like an expert or very highly skilled person in their craft, and that fits me in every way it is, in boxing, in my job, in my outside life. That's exactly who I am. I'm technical about everything.
The way he is trained, I don't really have to tell him too much. I mean, I had to give it duration, throwing punches, do that. But really good, really humble, no problem at all.
He's open-minded, that's the best part. You know, he knows boxing's a martial art, and he adapts to whatever comes at him, and then he tries to progress and keep going about it. He's always learning a new technique and then trying it out and adding to it, which is good, and that's where it came about, the name.
One thing about Jamaine is that he is a family guy. He loves his family. He always visiting my father, my mother. And if he had to spend time with them, he go every Sunday after church. He loves family. It's not like he just thinking about him. He's thinking about everybody, which is good.
I have a 3-year-old daughter. She's amazing. She's in Head Start. She's cool. She's funny. She's smart. She comes with me to the gym. I remember when she was very young, all she did was watch all my boxing fights. She'll grab the phone and I don't know how she'll do it, but she'll come and find all my boxing fights, and she'll be watching my boxing fights all the time. And yeah, she loves it. When I say I'm gonna go to the gym, if I offer, her, like if she wants to go to her grandmother's house or aunt's house, she's like, no, I wanna go with you to the gym. And she's always my ride or die, she goes with me everywhere I go. I don't push her into the boxing. Sometimes I say give her throw her the hands up, but in the gym she leans away towards it, but when we're at home, she's not so shy as she would, but I wouldn't lean her towards it, She's done gymnastics, she does swimming, she likes to swim, so.
I remember when he was little, and obviously before 7, all they can do is play with the other kids, back and forth. And at that age, you don't know what they're gonna do, what they're gonna like. But I remember his father, made the decision that he was gonna start going to the Boys and Girls Clubs.
I first met Jamaine, he was one of the boys from kids like I was, and he would stay after hours where the older kids would train, and it's funny because he reminded me of me somehow.
It's amazing because in a club like Rocky, my assistant, I had to really punish him a few times. Probably more than 5, 6 times. But Rocky is one of my best men in the gym, you know what I mean? Like, everything that I have, I can trust them.
I officially training to box had to be at the Boys and Girls Club. I went in there, I think I was about 7 years old, I would say. I know it was less than I was 8. So I was like about 7 years old, went to the Boys and Girls Club, just started training, went downstairs, had a great relationship with my coach, Carlos.
He was actually a pain in the ass in the beginning, always, hanging around after hours, but it was quiet and just trying to train all the time. And I'd try to kick him out, but Carlos, who's this kid? And Carlos, whoa, leave him alone, that's Jamaine. He'd pick him up, a little kiss in the cheek and make him keep training.
I started fighting amateurs, just tournament after tournament. One of the greatest things about being an amateur and what I enjoyed as fighting was I always got to travel. I went, I left my city, went to different cities, to different states, Rhode Island, to New York. Then I was on airplanes traveling to Kansas City, Missouri. It was a great opportunity. I got to see the world, and I feel like it opened my eyes and helped me grow as an individual, that there's more than just where I'm at, and I could go far with this.
His opponent is tough. He got a good record, 22-5, winnable record. 17 of his wins are by knockout. His last 3 fights, he stopped his guys or knocked them out. But I think he's a little too slow for Jamaine. So Jamaine's gonna be faster, like most of the guys he's fought. And Jamaine's gonna come out, do what he does, and adjust accordingly to the other guys. So I hope the other guys gonna be ready for what Jamaine has. But
I don't know. With my opponents, I don't focus on my opponents. I focus on myself. I don't focus that I have to do certain things to beat them. I think they gotta figure something out to try to beat me, because I'm gonna fight my game regardless. So I don't focus on my opponent.
Jamaine could take a punch if that's what people, are looking to see. He's a fight you could tell. You can't get careless with no fight. And this guy, obviously, you can't get careless because, you can fight guys that are not in your level. A lot of guys don't put him out, and he's put out 17, so he can pop, but I'm not worried about Jamaine could take a shot, even though we're not in there to take a shot. He doesn't usually gets hit a lot, so I think Jamaine, his speed and technique, again, is gonna overcome that.
Like I said, I don't focus on my opponent. I focus on myself. So he can knock out all the other people he wants to, but with me, he ain't knocking me out. It'll probably be the other way around. I got less knockouts, but I'll probably end up knocking him out. So
I always interview him, myself like a mother, but just like chop in the kitchen area in the living room when he comes to visit me. And I say, hey, are you ready for this fight? And he tells me, yes, I'm ready. And I always ask, what you gonna use different technique compared to the other technique that you've been using before when you was fighting in Three River Casino? He tells me, well, I'm just gonna go with the flow, depending how the other person fight me. So I think that's a good answer, and I decide to ask those questions to him because me, like a mother, I want to know how ready my son are to the fight. Because it doesn't matter if he's an adult, he's still my baby.
Jamaine is a good learner, quick learner, a good listener, and he takes chances. And you can pick him out, the guys that want to go further. He's always quick to take chances. And one of the hardest trained kids that trains hard, and those are the ones that end up going far. You don't have to worry about him not missing a day in the gym. He's always there, he's always training, and that's why he's gone far.
My mindset, show the world, everybody in UFC Pass, show my city in Worcester who the technician is and why.